Of Inquisitor Toth, the citizens of Tartarus have begun a mass exodus of the planet. Such an action can lead to disaster in the best of situations. But the reports reaching my ears are ones of planet-wide hysteria as the population makes its pilgrimage to the two main spaceports. Convoys of transports and civilians on foot are being plagued by attacks from Orc forces. Stretched thin, the Imperial Guard is barely keeping order in the major population centers, sacrificing their lives long enough to hold back the green tide of the Orcs. They are truly warriors of the Emperor. I wish for nothing more than to be able to join them in this noble cause. But I cannot deny my duty any more than they can deny theirs. We have found proof that the forces of chaos are operating on the planet of Tartarus. Isidore has found evidence on the blasphemous altar that indicates they may be headed towards Mount Korath, an old mountain located dangerously close to an area of heavy Orc activity. I have requested a regiment of Imperial Guard from Colonel Brom to help cover our approach. I regret asking when the Colonel's forces are already stretched to the breaking point, but there are greater things at stake now.
Exalted Farseer, the humans are moving, traversing the slope as you predicted. They are walking into our trap.
Yes, but you can never ambush a Space Marine. Remember that. They expect treachery at every turn. You can only validate their suspicions.
Your orders?
We have locked the humans into this path as they have locked us into ours. They know they enter a gauntlet, and they will likely drag us into it as well. Now we play our parts, and pray that we are the better actors.
Are you certain?
Yes, the path to Mount Korath. This is where the altar said we must go. Why? Do you question my findings?
I do not question your abilities, brother librarian, but I do question their tactical sense. That mountain pass is the perfect location for an ambush.
Listen to the distrust in his voice. He probably calls you mutant behind your back, but he fears your divinity, your power. You must put the child at ease.
I do not deny that this is likely a trap, which is all the more proof that our enemy lies in this direction.
Very true, old friend. Stay alert and follow my lead. I want no mistakes.
Agreed.
Scouts, are you in position?
Yes, my lord. We have discovered the location of the first Eldar forces.
We must find a way to overcome this Eldar strike force before we can scout out a good location to stage our field operations.
We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, my brothers.
Today, the enemy shall know fear. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
At last, back to war. Take me into I am the instrument of his will.
Scouts here.
The enemy is attacking.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I am ready to
My
serve.
faith is my shield.
At last, back to war.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. He who stands ready shall be honored, brother. He who stands ready shall be honored, brother.
Again. Even in death I still serve. Even in death I still serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Space Marines, advance!
These
He who
structures
stands
are
with me
webway
shall be
portal.
my brother.
The Eldar use them to quickly travel from one location to another. We must destroy
I have
any
waited
webway
long
portals
for
we
this
find
day.
to limit the Eldar's
Move
mobility.
ahead and mark any
I
enemy
am the
positions.
instrument
Walk
of his
softly
will.
and carry a big gun. This is a good location to establish a field base. Gabriel to the Litany of Fury. Lock on my location and prepare to drop HQ. Now.
We must prevail. We must prevail.
Die,
This day
die,
shall be a
die.
glorious one for the Imperium.
At last, back
On
to
alert,
war.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
It is better to die
While
for
the enemies of the
than
Emperor
live
still
for
draw
yourself.
breath, there can be no peace.
Here to serve. As you
Even in
wish.
death I still serve.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. I shall never die.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today, the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter. Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, my lord.
Under fire!
Infiltrating enemy territory.
I await your instructions. With all due
At
haste.
last, back to war.
What would you have me
I am ready to
My
serve.
faith is my
Again,
shield.
It is better to
Beware
die for the
the
Emperor than live for yourself. I am the instrument
Praise
of his
the
will.
Emperor.
It is better to die for the Emperor.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
I am ready to
He
serve.
who stands
Again,
with me shall be my brother.
Yes, Lord.
Taking hits!
Here to serve.
Even in death I still
Position
serve.
secure.
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste.
Faith is
What
eternal.
would you have me do?
I await your instructions.
Faith is
While
eternal.
the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Yes,
no
most
peace.
beneficent one.
It is better to die
While
for
the enemies of the
than
Emperor
live for
still draw
yourself.
breath, there can be no peace.
I stand ready.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
My lord, I have arrived at your request.
We need you to cover the Eastern Pass.
I will be there
The
soon.
combat that is occurring here will likely attract the Orc forces nearby. We cannot afford their interference.
I understand. You can count on the Imperial Guard to hold this pass. No orcs will get by us.
Keep me appraised of the situation. If possible, I will provide you assistance if the Orcs attack.
Yes, my lord.
Now that we have established our field base, we must continue
With
through the
all
mountain
due
pass
haste.
on foot.
Initializing
Expect heavy
build
resistance.
protocol.
Make sure you move cautiously
do as
and
you
keep the
ask.
field base protected at all times.
At last, back
On
to
alert,
war.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Hope is the first step on the
I
road to
am the
disappointment.
instrument of his will. Even in death I
Beware the
still serve.
alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey. As you wish. Build routine 721 initiated.
Reporting, sir. We're here. Following
Reporting,
orders.
sir.
We're here.
Heavy support available.
Faith is eternal.
My
Identifying
faith
targets.
is my shield.
How can I serve? Colonel Brom taking command.
Reporting, sir.
Faith is eternal.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Taking aim back!
Here to serve.
Faith is eternal.
Praise the Emperor. Space Marines, advance!
Yes, Lord.
Our feet
Rise to ask.
I am the instrument
My
of his
faith
will.
is my shield. What would you have me do?
Command me.
Scouts awaiting orders.
I await your instructions.
Command me.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. As you wish. I exist to serve with all due haste.
Under fire. Faith is eternal.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. What would you have me do?
Faith is eternal.
My faith is my shield.
At last, back
Today,
to war.
the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing guild protocol.
Marine squad deployed.
Today, the enemy shall know fear. For the Emperor.
I await your instructions.
Xeno sighted. Taking damage.
Here to serve.
It is better to die.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
yourself.
breath, there can be no peace.
At last, back
Walk
to war.
softly and carry a big gun.
At last, back to war.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. The Emperor protects.
I am the instrument of his will.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
I am ready to serve.
What would you
Again.
have me do?
I am the instrument
My
of his
faith
will.
is my shield.
Command me.
Walk softly
At last,
and carry
back
a
to
big
war.
gun.
At last, back
What
to
would
war.
you have me do?
Even in death, I
Today
still
the
serve.
enemy shall know fear.
Faith is eternal.
My faith is my shield. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Command me.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. My faith is my shield.
Command me.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I am the instrument of his will. I am ready to serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
The enemy is attacking!
Command me.
The Emperor protects.
Command me.
There is no such thing
Walk
as innocence.
softly
Only
and carry a
degrees
big
of
gun.
guilt.
Yes, most beneficent one, I shall obey. I exist to serve. I await your instructions.
Taking damage! Fall back!
Yes, Lord.
Marine squad deployed.
I shall
Our faith
obey.
holds us.
I will do as you ask.
Defending objective.
It is better to die
Beware
for the
the
Emperor
alien,
than live
the
for
mutant,
yourself.
the heretic.
I am the instrument of his will.
Here to serve. I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. Yes, Lord? Builder Team 721 initiated.
What would you have me do?
Taking heavy fire!
Faith is eternal.
Beware the alien, the heretic.
Faith is eternal. Faith is eternal.
On alert, brothers.
Command
The
me.
enemy must be nearby.
Taking hits.
At last, back to war. At last, back to
He
war.
who stands with me shall be my brother.
Even in death, I
On
still
alert,
serve.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
The enemy is attacking.
Yes, Lord.
Command me.
On alert, brothers.
I am
The
ready
enemy
to
must be
serve.
nearby.
Again.
I await your instructions.
Faith is eternal. At last, back to war. At last, back to
Walk
war.
softly and carry a big gun.
Taking
It
heavy
is
fire.
better to die
While the
for
enemies of the
than
Emperor
live
still
for
draw
yourself.
breath, there can be no peace. Faith and duty! Faith and duty! Beware the mutant, the heretic.
Faith is eternal. Command me. Even in death, I
He
still
who
serve.
stands with me shall be my brother.
I await
Taking
your
heavy fire.
instructions. Build routine Selector 1 initiated. Here to serve. Initializing build protocol. Initializing build protocol.
Praise the Emperor.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Scouts here.
Taking heavy fire. Heresy grows from idleness.
Praise the Emperor. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Here to serve. As
Beware
you
the
wish.
alien.
Taking heavy fire.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build
It
protocol.
is better to die for the
Emperor
Emperor than
protects.
live for yourself.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I am ready to serve.
Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can
Yes,
be
Lord.
peace.
With all due haste. With all due haste.
I am ready to
While
serve.
the enemies of the
Again.
Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Here to serve.
The enemy is attacking.
Command me.
Yes, Lord.
Even in death, I
He
still
who
serve.
stands with me shall be my brother.
deployed.
To the front.
Beware the alien.
Taking heavy fire.
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord.
Marine squad deployed. The enemy is attacking.
I have awoken.
Yes, most beneficent
Marine
one?
squad deployed.
Build routine
I am
71
ready to
initiated.
serve again. At last, back to war.
What would you have me do?
Marine squad deployed.
Walk softly and carry
I
a big
am
gun.
ready to serve again. I have awoken is eternal.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. For the Emperor. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Taking heavy fire. We are the Emperor's chosen. Moving out. Orders received.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live
Thank
for
the
yourself.
Emperor you're here. I think Command forgot about us.
How long have you been here?
About a week.
You held this position for a week by
Identifying
yourselves.
targets?
Yes, my lord. We've seen some pretty freaky stuff too. Come on. We'll show you.
It is better to die
This
for
day
the Emperor
shall be a
than live for
glorious one
yourself.
for the Imperium.
For the Emperor. Command me.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
For the Emperor.
My faith is my shield. Praise the Emperor.
Under fire.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Today the enemy shall
I
make
am ready
war.
to serve again. Even in death, I
Walk
shall
softly.
serve.
Carry a big gun.
Even in death, I still
He who
serve.
stands with me shall be my brother. What would you have me do?
I am the instrument of his will. Fate is eternal.
I await your instructions.
The Emperor protects.
Taking damage.
My faith is my shield.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I will be there soon. I have awoken.
Position secure. Taking damage.
Command me. Command me.
Beware the alien.
Yes, most beneficent
The
one?
heretic.
I exist to serve. I will do as you ask.
Even in death, I
What would
still
you
serve.
have me do?
Even in death, I still serve.
Taking heavy fire!
At last, back to war.
Under
Even
fire!
in death, I still serve.
Is attacking!
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one?
I am the instrument of his will.
Taking heavy fire!
What would you have me do?
Predator deployed.
At last, back
On
to
alert,
war.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I am ready to serve.
My faith is my
again.
shield.
Taking heavy fire!
It is better to die for
This
the Emperor
day
than
shall
live
be a
for
glorious
yourself.
one for the Imperium.
Here to serve, as you wish.
Rush the enemy's position.
Yes, Lord.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Under fire!
As you wish. As you wish. As you wish.
Command me.
Predator deployed.
Faith is our shield.
At last, back to war.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
The enemy is
peace.
attacking! What is your order? Taking damage. Moving out. Yes, my lord. Moving out. Moving out.
I am the instrument of his will.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Ever
no
vigilant.
peace.
Even in death, I
Today
still
the
serve.
enemy shall
Under
know fear.
fire!
Command me. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
This
shall
day
end
shall be a
faith is
glorious
eternal.
one for the Imperium.
I am the instrument of his will.
Predator at your command.
I have awoken.
Taking heavy fire!
I am ready to serve. Again.
Predator tank here. Predator tank here.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve. Again.
Today
Identifying
the enemy
targets.
shall know fear.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Even in death, I
Praise
still
the
serve.
Emperor.
I am the instrument
What would
of his
you
will.
have me do? Walk softly and carry a big gun. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Command me. Even in death I still serve. Command me. I am ready to serve. Again. At last, back to war.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, Lord. Building 721 initiated. Initializing build protocol.
I am ready to serve.
Today the enemy
again.
shall know fear. The Emperor protects.
What is your will?
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At last, back
While
to
the
war.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
What is your will?
My aim shall not falter. The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Initializing build protocol. I will do as you ask.
I am the instrument of his will. I
Praise
shall
the
end
Emperor.
The enemy is attacking! Taking damage!
Here to serve. I exist to serve.
Taking damage!
I am the instrument
Praise
of his
the
will.
Emperor. Today the enemy shall know fear.
At last, back to war. At last, back to war. Die!
Beware.
Die! Die! I am the instrument of his will.
The enemy is attacking!
Praise the Emperor.
Never visions!
Walk softly. Carry a big gun. The Emperor protects.
Taking damage!
My aim shall not falter.
Faith is eternal.
Walk softly. Carry a big gun.
Taking hits!
Take the battle.
Awaiting orders.
I am the instrument
What
of
would
his
you
will.
have me do?
Command me. I am ready to serve.
While the
Again.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
At last, back to
Praise
war.
the Emperor.
Taking heavy fire!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I am ready to
Today
serve.
the enemy shall be fear.
At last, back to war.
What would you have me do?
Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence.
At last, back to war.
At your command.
Taking heavy fire!
I am the instrument
The
of
Emperor
his will.
protects.
Faith is eternal.
Ready to take here.
Under fire!
Faith is eternal.
Taking
I am the instrument.
Praise the Emperor.
I am ready to serve.
My faith is my shield.
faith is our shield.
Squad broken!
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I am the instrument of his will.
Yes, most beneficent one, I shall obey. Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. I shall obey.
Defending
Build routine
objective.
721 initiated.
At last, back to war. I
Today
have waited
the enemy
long
shall know
for this
fear.
day.
At your command.
While the enemies of the
At
Emperor
last,
still
back
draw
to
breath,
war.
there can be no peace.
At last, back to war.
Ready to take here.
Taking heavy
It is
fire!
better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Taking heavy fire!
Command me.
The Emperor protects.
Even in death I still serve. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Taking damage!
It is better to
On
die
alert,
for the
brothers.
Emperor.
The enemy must be nearby.
Faith is eternal.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask. I will do
I
as you
am the
ask.
instrument of his will.
What would you have me do?
Predator at your command. Predator at your command.
Taking hit! Taking heavy fire!
Yes, Lord.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Command me.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Even in death I
My
still
faith is
serve.
my
Under
shield.
fire!
The Emperor protects. What would you have me do?
Returning to battle.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, beware.
Squad morale restored.
Command me.
Fall back! Taking heavy fire!
Praise the Emperor.
Our faith
brothers, the enemy must be nearby. On alert, brothers, the enemy must be nearby.
Command me.
Fear not, sire.
Even in death, I
The
still
Emperor
serve.
protects. On alert, brothers, the enemy must be nearby.
I am ready to
Beware the
We are still unearthing more Eldar explosives and demolition charges, but we dare not move them. We replace their triggering mechanisms, however. That is all I care to do with such xenotech.
Was this a trap?
No. By the placement of the charges, it is likely they plan to collapse this area, burying the marker and anyone near it.
They failed. Isidore, study the marker and see where it leads us next.
Captain, Inquisitor Toth has arrived.
Of course he has.
Yes, Captain, it is an impressive sight. But I never claimed Chaos had never set foot on this planet before. I said that if something were here, the impending warp storm would eliminate that threat. Best we not remain to share its fate.
And as I explained, Inquisitor, the Blood Ravens will remain until the last possible moment. Until that happens, in 2 or 3 days hence, I plan on pursuing this riddle.
Captain, I do not presume to question your decisions concerning the Blood Ravens. But when it comes to employing the Colonel's Imperial Guard in your quest...
My quest? Yet again you accuse me of pursuing my personal interests. It is my duty and yours to expunge any scent of heresy or chaos.
You overstep yourself.
As do you, Inquisitor. It is not the Colonel's Imperial Guard. Their lives belong to the Emperor. It is by his mandate and will that I use the Imperial Guard against the forces of disorder and elevate them in the glory of holy battle.
I see now that coming here was a mistake. If you are set on a path that will lead you to destruction, I can do nothing to stop you. But I won't allow you to drag us down with you. By inquisitorial edict, I am taking control of the planet Tartarus. All requests for planetary resources, including its military, will go through me. Captain, from this point on, you and your men are on your own.